Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Layers of Fear with FrozenFoxy. I'd like to start off by thanking Tom of Evolve Terminal for sending this game over to me to try out. And I went to check out if the game would load fine. It did, and then I noticed what kind of game it was, and I'm like, dude, I've got to do a full one of this. I really do. So anyway, I do have this little test thing over here, and we'll go ahead and do a completely new one here. Can I rename it? Okay. Thought I was able to rename it, but it did not want me to rename it for some reason there. And we'll be this dude with fluffy hair here. Look kind of like Dracula or something. I like the way the music sounds in this game so far. It sounds really, really good. But I don't know too much about this game other than the fact that it's a horror game. So let's get right into it and see what it has to offer.
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless. You probably deserve it. But even for you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back. The one precious thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Yeah, I started up the game, got to here, noticed that it was the kind of game that you can look around like this and walk around and stuff, and I was like, dude, I've got to play this. I love how the camera kind of wobbles. It really gives you a feeling of actually being in this place. It's very realistic. I'm sure that this would make me motion sick if you had like a VR camera going for me right now. But at the same time, I think this would be fantastic with VR. What is this, like a muzzle or something? Can I kneel down? I don't even know if there's a control for that. It looks like a muzzle. Can kind of move it around. Certainly does look like a muzzle, kind of an old-fashioned one. Being metallic like that, that does not look like it would be very comfortable. Oh, you can zoom in, okay. Cool. Anything in this hat box? I like this kind of Victorian era look to this foyer here that we're in. Pretty neat so far. Can I read this little journal? No. This hat box has been opened. Obviously someone's wearing a hat in here. Oh, you have to move it, huh? Is that a rat? I think that might have been a rat. What do we have here? Dear sir, we would like to ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as refrain from sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. I'll have you know that my mother is a respectable woman and does not take kindly to such accusations. All of our employees that visited your home reported absolutely no signs of a rodent infestation of any kind, and as such decided not to act further than a prophylactic spraying. Please treat this letter as a final warning, or else the next envelope you'll receive will be from our lawyers. With best regards, Carl Denton, Pesky Pests Pacification Co. Man, that would be a pretty big mouthful to say 10 times fast, let me tell you. Spacebar, does that mean just to exit this, or... Oh, okay, cool. So the spacebar gives us a different way to read this letter, but I feel like it was actually clearer without doing that, strangely enough. So, based on this, and seeing that rat as we came in here, perhaps we have a mental issue affecting us? Seeing things that really aren't there? This whole house has kind of a blur to it. It's very surreal. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see here. This might be better to hit spacebar on. Okay, there we go. For a second, it wasn't working. An artist's triumph. Gallery opening wows critics. Some call him the new Caravaggio. Others compare him to Van Eyck. And one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went as far as to invoke the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. ... distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influences and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in her black gown. ... revealed to us exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting ... I'm guessing the ... are things that have been scratched out. Yeah, there's stuff that's scratched out on this paper here. So whoever was named on this paper and whoever was looking at this paper wanted to scratch it out. Either that's because our character or someone who lives here didn't want to see his name in the paper, or it was someone he was jealous of. That's just a guess from my point of view here. It looks like there's more here. Americ labor? I'm guessing that's American is what the rest of that is. 21626 something, the American Federal Labor or something. Interesting. We cannot see what day it is specifically. It's Friday, November probably, and who knows what the rest is. Something about mayors. Huh. Interesting. I would love to know what kind of year we're in. I mean, I can guess. This is certainly a Victorian-looking kind of place. There's a collar of some sort here. So I'm guessing there is a dog, perhaps. That, or someone's kind of kinky. Can we read this? No, not with spacebar. Let's see here. Long draft, I guess is what that says. Mulligan Avenue. 10 Popple. Or, yeah, I don't know. Papiel? It doesn't have a name unless Papiel is the name of the dog. This does not look like a cat collar to me. It's a little too studded and leathery. Be kind of heavy for a cat. I wish I had a flashlight. Flashlight? No. I like the candles. Very atmospheric so far. Gotta say, I'm quite enjoying this and I haven't even really started. Someone scratched out here on this. Once again, looks like the art here. And I'm guessing this is someone that this guy hates. Honestly. Can I turn this around? No. Looks like there's a little rusting or blood on there. Like maybe possibly burning. I don't know. It's framed, though. Why would you scratch out something that's in a frame? Why do you hate this guy? Or do you hate this guy? Maybe you hate yourself. I don't know. Is there, like, another crouch key, perhaps? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that one out in the future. Maybe I'll look at the controls. I feel like this game would have a crouch key. Maybe we can't crouch right now. Possibly because we haven't gotten to a location that needs it. Some nice little dominoes in here. There's something else in here. Looks like possibly a glasses case. It looked like I could pick that up for a second. No. This game is awful dark. I don't know if this is going to be too dark in the video. In fact, I might go check this before we continue on just to see how the darkness looks. So we'll be right back in just a second. Okay, I've been testing with these glasses here to see if it looked any better. It looks brighter now. I don't want it to get too washed out though. So I did increase the brightness, but not too much. Anyway, what was in here? It's Cifrino? Guessing these might be cigar boxes. I still don't know how to duck. I should have checked that while we were away to see if there was a duck button. If there is, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one way or another. This door's kind of open over here. Huh. Looks like someone dropped some wine on the floor here. Wow. There's quite a array of things hanging here. Lots of pots and herbs and so forth. Nice. Let's see, what do we got here? I can probably read this without doing anything. Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant and... what? Snubbed? Shoved, perhaps? Snored. Okay. Snored his head off like the rest of us common folk. I know. Gasp. In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. I love you. So is this the snack? So yeah, it does seem like we are possibly the artist, unless we have just broken into this house and we don't belong here. That is certainly possible too. This also looks like it may have been a little bit eaten. So perhaps that's a snack that has been munched on before. Nice little weighing device. Looks like a little map scrap there. There's more broken bottles over here. Someone certainly wasn't particularly happy. We have here paint, rose d'or, burnt umber, sienna, brushes 25, air fresheners 50 packs. Probably to get the paint smell away. Though you probably are better off opening a window because you might hurt yourself with too much of the paint smell. 10 kilograms of apples and 30 booze. There has been some marks off on the booze here. There was 5, then there was 10, then there was 30. Sounds like maybe the artist, perhaps that we're playing, has some artist's block, and maybe that's why he was scratching things out. He's just annoyed with himself. Can I open this? A little tough to open that. Just some pots and pans. Little iron here. One of the older kind that you actually have to heat up in a fire. Probably why it's in an oven. Sugar. What is that in there? That doesn't look like sugar. Paprika. Neat little kitchen. I wouldn't mind living in a place like this. It seems neat. Of course, considering this is a horror game, it's probably haunted, or there's going to be some kind of murderer with a knife or something. I love the reflection off of these tiles. Very atmospheric so far. So much to search around. Still wishing we had a flashlight. Some more sugar. That must be brown sugar. I was going to say for a second, is that actually sugar? And then I was like, wait, brown sugar. Yeah. A lot of paprika, apparently. And a lot of things that don't have anything. Light switch? Light switch. Okay, so there is electricity. It's not just the candles. I suppose I should have known with the bulbs in here, but I didn't really look around for where the light source was coming from until I realized there was a switch in here. There's the apples that were ordered. Crate of something? Potatoes, maybe? Kiwi? Can't really tell. Oregano up there? I'm just really enjoying the atmosphere and enjoying seeing everything. Learning about what's going on. Trying to figure out what this guy is who lives here. He seems like he's an artist. Some kind of paint on this door. Perhaps this is the artist's room over here. Sir, I didn't touch the workshop, just like you asked. Although, I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much for that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. So, locked, of course. Thought so. Looks like there might be some kind of servants in here. Nice little basement downstairs area. Kind of reminiscent of a game I tried out recently that was just too ridiculous. Clock here. Can I move? No, I can't move the hands at all. There's like glass over it. I was gonna say, I wonder why that looks kind of messed up there, but no, it's the glass kind of changing the hand under that. That is a pretty neat effect. Nothing written on this clock. Looks like it was stopped between 10 and 11 there, so it's a little bit after 10:30. Just a touch. Well, 10:35 anyway. Wonder if that means anything. Don't know. Is there a light switch in here? Ooh. It got super dark in here. Ah, light switch. I'm glad I turned up the brightness because, dang, it got real dark. Ha! Lot of rat traps. Just freaking laid everywhere. Did these ones pop too? Some matches in here. Wonder if those matches will come in handy.